Fruits Basket is one of the most recently finished anime with its readaptation because the first one was how about I show you a clip of it?
何デレデレと鼻の下伸ばしてるのさ。大丈夫本田さん。
Yeah, it is bad. I had heard about Fruits Basket when I started to get into shoujo side of things, but thanks to the anime, I did not even sit through the first episode. Even though many said the manga was amazing, I thought I was too cool to turn a page at that time. And now, most of my videos to put in one sentence are, have you read the manga though? So yeah, hypocrisy at its best. Recently, I finished all of Fruits Basket's anime, and even though it hit number 1 on Mal for a while, many fuckers purposefully gave it a low rating to bomb it down, and it is really a shame. I really loved the anime, and it was my obsession for last few weeks. So, I'm going to talk about it in hopes that more people will watch it. We open up with Zodiac Folktale, who has 12 members: rat, ox, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig are invited to the banquet by God. But the rat pulls a prank on the cat and tells him the wrong day of the banquet. So, basically, Tom and Jerry. These zodiac members are reborn as humans and operate in the real world, but whenever an opposite sex member hugs them, they return back to their original form. All of these members are under the umbrella of Soma family. Our protagonist Honda Toru lives in a tent due to the unfortunate death of her mother and other members of her family being complete assholes. But where she has set up her disastrous tent is on the property of Soma family. When they find out she is living there, they invite her to live with them, so on and so on. Same way every anime logic works. The plot itself is not much different from the normal wholesome reverse harem, but the thing which grabbed me were the characters and their dynamics on how they play off each other. Toru, our protagonist, is bouncy bubbly, does every house show perfectly, and is instantly lovable with her dumb yet cute personality. But that is on the surface. Throughout the show, we get some real moments. She carries her late mother's photo, she feels lost, she tries to put on a fake smile even though she is hurting at times. She lives with the humans who transform into animals. She is genuinely shocked and scared, as a normal person should be. Even though our protagonist is Toru, the show does not hesitate to expand on the entirety of Soma family to completely flesh them out. The dynamic between Yuki and his brother Ayame, the previous trio of Shigure, Hattori, and Ayame, even Haru and Momoji, or even the complicated romance between Kagura and Kyo. What? If you are thinking it is incest, do not fret, it is not. So, to explain Soma family, they are a family who are distant cousins, or some who are not even related by blood, but they are family. Okay, to explain, they are a type of clan who have selected few members with unique abilities, but these abilities also have a type of curse thanks to their emotions, and this clan is ruled by a tyrannical leader. Oh, Fruits Basket really gives us a great character dynamics. Let's take our main male duo for example, Yuki and Kyo. As the folklore goes, the rat pulled the prank on the cat. As a result, we always see them fighting and bickering among themselves. Initially thinking, this is just another anime trope, but not until we find out the actual reason they hate each other. The latter half of the Fruits Basket season 1 really starts to give you an emotional roller coaster. You want to know how the emotional graph goes? Here you go. Tu, turu, tu, turu, turu, tu. Now, let's talk about the minor issue it has. Fruits Basket does not have a defining hook. Initially, it is not like you will instantly get hooked to the first episode. And if you have never seen a shoujo anime, you definitely won't get hooked on the very first episode. The little bit glimpse you might get what this show can do is on episode 3, and by episode 7, you will have your heart fluttering and you will be bawling your eyes out. And here is a hot tip: do not watch this on a public transport unless you want some guy looking at you quietly sobbing and judging you for the entire journey. For the record, that was my friend's experience, not mine. Yeah, definitely not mine. Lastly, I want to talk about the music. Usually, the music was as expected from the slice of life anime should have: calm, peaceful, and sometimes jolly. It does what it should do in the normal environment. But when it should hit, it hits like a fucking truck with those beautiful violins. It is more like a violin playing truck hits you, which will not even isekai you. You will just crawl up and sob while the guy next to you judges you even harder. Okay, that was me, okay? Not a friend. He judged me. And fuck that guy. Also, what are you going to do, huh? Hit that like and subscribe. If you are, I really appreciate it. And if you really enjoyed the video, consider sharing to one of your friends. That will help me out a lot. And I will personally come out there to squeeze and kiss your cheeks, of course. Your cheeks. That's about it. See ya.